sometimes what happens is, you said the body is not going to be like how it was,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of pressure to look good.
Oh, yeah.
And you're into yoga as well.
Yeah, I'm
So,
into yoga.
you
Lot
ha-
of things.
lot of
yeah.
things, lot
Yeah,
of things.
yeah.
I'm just saying yoga right now because
Yeah.
we're going to speak about a lot of things
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
So you do the yoga bit, especially you send your patients the videos to
Yeah.
help them
Yeah.
prenatal and postnatal.
Yeah.
So what is your advice to all the moms out there
Yeah.
who are worried about how they are going to look
Okay.
after delivery or how they are feeling right now?
Yeah.
Because what happens is we are very desi.
Yeah.
So any desi household, they talk about two things. One is what are you going to eat next,
Yeah.
and two is arey, you put on weight.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's a tough thing. I used to be really slim, and I used to be able to digest any amount of food. I'm a food lover. I used to eat a lot and never gained weight. My BMR was, the basic metabolic rate was really good. After childbirth, it went for a toss. I think I have no idea what the hormones do to your body as a permanent change. You're never going to be, I would say never, but you're never going to feel exactly the same as you felt before childbirth. When you look at all the heroines, you can make out the moment they've had a child and they come back on screen again. It's not the same. It never feels the same, however fit they look. So I would say have a realistic expectation. Yes, looking good is important, but being fit is more important.
you mean being healthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So physically being fit is important. So yes, you can look good with a lot of things, these days makeup and various things are there. Looking good is not such a big deal actually. You can still look good, quite good. And a good night's sleep and a cheerful mood will make you look good even if you're fat, if you're, we see a lot of women who are overweight, but still you look at them and you feel, oh my God, she's so bubbly,
yes.
and that energy. So there are different aspects to it. It's how people look at you and perceive the beauty. Beauty is not just the face or the body, it's the mind at the end of the day. So if you see a person and you feel that energy, that is what makes you feel like, oh, they're beautiful or they're very attractive or you want to talk to them. So that's a different thing altogether. But in terms of remaining fit is very important. One of the things that with pregnancy happens is, this yoga video of mine, which I used to send to all my patients. Now I don't do obstetrics, but the video basically emphasizes on the backache part of it.
Right.
Now backache is a common complaint during pregnancy and after childbirth. Okay? And I've been through it myself. I know how bad it is. Because when the back is supported, it's like a splint. So it's supported by the back muscles and the abdominal muscles. So both together splint this back and give you that erect posture and the thing. In pregnancy, because the abdomen is stretched and then once you deliver, it collapses and there's no tone left in there. And the back curvature also changes in pregnancy a little bit, and the back muscles become lax and stretched because that's to facilitate your delivery and the pelvis and all that. So you lose support from both ends. So immediately during pregnancy, people accept backache as, okay, fine, yes, I'm in this awkward position, so it's probably normal. I say, start doing your back exercises. The yoga part of it helps. Not all postures can be done in pregnancy, but majority of them can be done. And that helps you to keep your back aligned better. So that prevents backache. Post-delivery, most important is losing the weight, the extra weight that you've gained, because that doesn't help the abdomen, because the abdomen still remains very lax. Developing the abdominal tone and developing the back muscle tone. We generally tend to neglect because there are small muscles around the spine. We don't kind of do many extension exercises. I think those in yoga, there are a lot of back extension poses which tend to help. So I think if you, and like you said at home, I say to everybody, eating for two is a myth. Don't eat for two, don't diet. Just carry on with your normal, usual diet as you would have done when you were non-pregnant. That's all you need to do. So that prevents from, because otherwise you will get fed at home saying that ki do bachcha hai, ye kha lo, wo kha lo, dono ke liye kha rahe ho, dono ke liye khane ki koi zarurat nahi hai. And the other thing is post-delivery. Post-delivery, to improve the, one is to improve the nutrition, improve the breast milk production. You get fed a lot of ghee ke laddu and, enormous
methi
amount.
laddu.
Methi laddu is full of ghee. Okay, methi is the one which actually helps you to improve the breast milk, but it's full of ghee as well. Now I think the concept came, this is my understanding, personal understanding, that the concept came in the olden days, the lady in the house, the bahu, was supposed to feed everybody and then eat in the end. So there were times where there was no food left, or nobody would expect her to cook again and do that. So pregnant women, once you have delivered, they would kind of segregate them separately and make sure that she's fed first before everybody eats, and she's fed a good amount of food, so that she will be strong and gets back to the working mode later on, and then she can look after the child. But nowadays, we are not the last ones to eat. Majority of the times I'm eating before my husband. So, and we have enough food at our disposal. So we don't need to do that extra.
Right.
So just to please your mom and in-laws, yes, eat a little bit, but don't eat all the ghee ka laddu they give you, because it's going to be one hell of a task to get rid of that fat once you accumulate it. So keeping a healthy diet even after the baby is born, and start exercising slowly. That's very important. Don't jump in, because your uterine ligaments are all still loose. So you don't want to go and start weightlifting and then give rise to prolapse later. So just generally start your aerobic activities and everything, and gradually move up. So overall, if you keep your weight down and if you keep your diet fine, you should kind of get back to. It usually takes about at least 2 years to get back to normal.
Right. So first work on the recovery and then the exercise, or?
Yeah, slowly on the recovery. I would say after 3 months, you can gradually start. I would say even after 6 weeks, you start your jogging, running a little bit, and work higher up.